pretty good. You know what I mean? I'm learning a lot more this year. You know what I mean? I came in as a veteran. I feel like I had to step my game up a lot more. You know what I mean? Understanding the defense, so I think it's been pretty good so far.
Is that coming easier to you now?
Yeah, a lot more easier. Understanding what we're trying to do and why we're trying to do it, down the distance and things like that. So it's coming a lot more easier.
What's made it easier? Is it more film study, more practice time on the field?
I feel like a little of both. Like the film session in the off season, that helped me a lot. Just the way the coaches break it down to us in the meeting rooms and stuff, so this makes it a lot easier taking notes and stuff. And then the repetition, we're running these calls, and then we do a lot of situations during practice, so kind of see what type of defense we run and down the distance and things like that.
Coach talked about the more repetitions in practice now, somewhere up near 180. How's the conditioning of the secondary, you personally, has more of those reps helped?
Yeah, I feel like my conditioning is top right now. I don't think I've never been like this well conditioned. We've been out here in this heat, running around a lot, so I feel like that's like helping me out a lot. Even just like the little reps running on and off the field, that's helping my conditioning a lot too. So I feel like I'm ready to go this season.
You're one of the younger players in the secondary. You saw some good action last year. How much did that help as a younger player coming into this year?
It helped a lot because I could see more like the type of offensive schemes, what they want to do. Like if I play a certain route this way, then they're gonna try to come back and counter me, you know, things like that. Like the coaches look at different types of things. So I kind of know last year was more just like I'm out there just basically straight talent. Now I think I got like the knowledge of knowing the system and like what coaches really try to do to us and how they try to isolate what my help is and things like that. I feel like that's helping me out a lot more this season, being smarter.
Is it true when we hear players say that the game slows down? For those casual fans who don't really understand what that means, what does that mean?
I feel like when they say the game slow down, it's just you understand what's really going on. Like everything ain't so fast paced. Now you coming from high school, it's just like high school, you the man probably at your school. That's how you got to this level. So next year you was just playing catch up. I was just playing catch up last year, going with the flow. Now this year it's like I'm in the system, already knowing everything, knowing how everything works. So now everything's just slowing down for me. Now I can understand, see routes better and things like that. When the receivers breaking down, everything is just coming more natural.
How's the secondary going to be this year? You guys were young last year, but you had a good season.
Yeah.
With that experience, you're going to face some good receivers from USC and some of the teams who throw a lot. Go ahead.
I feel like our secondary going to be one of the best in the nation. We got all the potential that can be. We got some backups that's really stepping up their game this year. You know what I mean? That's pushing us to become better, like the starters and things like that. So I feel like we should be one of the top of that as long as our chemistry keep coming together, which I feel like is meshing. All our personalities is helping out. We just talking to each other on the field a lot more. I feel like we should have one of the top secondaries in the nation, hopefully. Just got to keep working.
You're 2 weeks out from your first game. What's the excitement factor?
Man, can't wait. This camp is kind of like, all right, you see your team all the time. Now it's kind of like, all right, we need to get back to this game so we can see some other teams, so we can actually get into action and start hitting other people. Now it's kind of getting like, kind of winding down during camp. Now you get more itchy and more like into game mode and things like that. So I feel like it's about to be a big game. And I can't wait to see how the season play out for us.
But you guys you're facing some good receivers in practice. You guys got a good core of wide receivers. I imagine that helps in your preparation.
Of course. I feel like we get our receivers better just as much as they get us better. So as long as we keep working each other, you know what I mean, our game, it's gonna help us in the game. The more reps we get against our receivers, who I feel like they gonna be in the tops up there this year. They've been working hard, so I feel like this year just gonna help us all get better. Our receiver core, they like one of the best blocking, so they helping us get off those blocks. You know what I mean, fight the blocks a little better, and then they taking deep balls too. So we're working on everything together. So I feel like we should have it.
We don't get a chance to see practice, of course it's closed, but who are some of those receivers that you've been facing have really stood out to you?
I feel like all of them, like the young guys, the freshmen, they are stepping up, they are coming up, like BJ Kelly, a lot of the receivers, I feel like all of them has developed in some way that bettered their skills throughout this offseason. So I feel like they all show different, like, you know what I mean, they all got different things about them that makes them a good player. Like Huff, he been doing his thing out there a lot lately, you know what I mean? He coming off that injury, he been doing his thing this year, so I look forward to seeing him out there doing his thing.
A lot of talent.
Yeah.
Finally, are you one of those players that sets goals for yourself?
Of course, I think.
Last year, you had a good season, decent season, but was there something that you wanted to change or get better at this year?
I feel like I just gotta keep playing hard, keep fighting. You know what I mean? Fighting, getting more physical with these receivers, put my hands on them a lot more. Last year, I seen played a lot of off covers because I felt like I was confident, but I wasn't all the way like ready. Like, you know what I mean? I was just throwing in the fire, but as time went on, it was more better. I had a little hand injury last year that I ain't really let nobody know about, so I ain't really put hands on receivers. But this year, I feel like I can get up in their faces and put like some hands on them that'll bring more competition out.